Man, absolutely, absolutely. I'm Chris Joseph, man. I go by Mr. CJU. What I do, so I started off in the credit education space. That's why I started at helping people repair their credit, build their personal credit, then go to the business credit and get funding, right? So that was my main source of income, and I was able to leave my job. I'm originally from Houston, Texas. I was working at Finish Line. I was a shoe salesman, making $8 an hour, and then I got into the credit sauce, and then I made my first 100K, and that's when I knew, okay, this credit thing is everything, right? So the credit sauce changed my life because I earned more money. So then what happened was I realized in Houston, so many people want to talk to me, so many people want to talk to me. So I didn't know the whole lead magnet sauce, sales funnel sauce. I didn't know all of that, you know what I'm saying? So I said, you know what? How can I just get this out to people the fastest way? And I said, maybe I should just do a YouTube channel. All right, so this me here. And so basically, let me get back to the story. So I made these videos here as I'm going down. I started making these educational videos. And then I started about 2019, right? And then what happened was I probably had maybe 1,000 subscribers at the time, maybe 2019. And then 2020, we know the pandemic happened. So I made this video right here, this one right here, learn how to leverage credit to get out the mud. Now, how I came to YouTube was how I was in the streets of Houston, Texas. I didn't have no YouTube coaching. As you can see, I didn't have the big thumbnail sauce. I didn't come in with no strategy. I was just being me straight up, just like what these guys are teaching, like just do it your way. So that's how I came in my way. So I shot this video right here at the end of 2019, just a couple views. And then what happened was when the pandemic happened, YouTube became the #1 visited website in the world. YouTube was #1 all through 2020, right? So at that time, people was like, I'm trying to start a business. I lost my job. I'm stuck in a house. You know what I'm saying? What can I do? So obviously they started going on YouTube looking for information. Then a video of mine pop up talking about, hey man, stop using your debit card, start using your credit card, start getting cashback points from groceries, gas, and leverage your credit to start your business. Now, I made these videos before the pandemic, so I already had the content store, which I'm getting to the point of why everybody needs to have YouTube. So when the pandemic hit, I remember I was chilling, but right before it hit, I was in San Diego. I was hanging out the beach with my friends, and then my phone just started going crazy. Right, this was around like April. I remember it's regular springtime. It was April. My phone going crazy, and I started getting emails from YouTube saying, "Hey, you get 4,000 watch time hours, you can start getting monetized." Right, so that's how you get monetized on YouTube. You need to have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch time hours, and I'm gonna get into that later. So when I seen that, I'm like, okay, that's cool. But now I'm telling people, hey, check out my YouTube, check out my YouTube. Because remember, when I started, I didn't care about it. I was just trying to get the information out there. I had already made my first 6 figures before I got popping on YouTube from the credit repair. So I was just chilling. And then next thing you know, YouTube was like, yeah, you're up for monetization. Like, and like, I didn't even know what the hell monetization mean. I said, what the hell that mean? I said, like, it mean they gonna pay you, man. I said, oh, okay, cool. So you get paid by it's Google AdSense, right? So they're gonna, they had me put in my bank information, this is not my business, and I get paid still to this day, the 21st day every month. YouTube drop that bread into my account. So now I'm like, man, this is cool. So my phone is going crazy. My phone is going crazy. And next thing you know, it was going. I went from 1,000 subscribers to 2,000, 2,000 to 4,000, 4,000 to 6,000, 6,000 to 10,000. You know, said 10,000 to 15,000, 15,000 to 20,000. This all literally happened within like a 2 to 3 month span. Bergen in the back right there can attest to it. Omar can attest to it. These two people that's in this room right now literally found me on YouTube, and we've been brothers ever since. You know what I'm saying? So, we stamped in here, we validated. You know what I'm saying? When people say go viral, I know what it feels like to go viral. Especially YouTube viral is different than all these other platforms as well too. But anyway, they was coming through my Instagram. I was getting hundreds of DMs of people because everybody was at the house. And I had to respond to 100 people, then 100 more coming in. And I was like, hey, I really got something. From there, that's when I made my course because I couldn't talk to all the people on YouTube. So I had to make a digital course. And then from there, when I made the courses, then it turned into the coaching program. I was doing everything very raw and organic. I didn't have all of this structure that Chris is talking about. I wish I had it, but I didn't have anybody with this valuable information that he's giving us today. You know what I'm saying? I did have a friend that mentioned Russell Brunson. He mentioned some of the stuff Chris talked about, but he wasn't able to explain it the way Chris is giving it to us and explaining it and why we need it, right? So then I was like, well, I'm making a lot of money organically, so I kind of don't need it anyways. I was making money from my credit repair business, my courses, my coaching programs, and then YouTube was paying me $5,000 a month. So at that point, I was like, I'm all organic. I'm fine. So now, fast forward, 2021 and 2022, I kind of took a break. If you look at my YouTube, I mean, the route I took, I could easily be over 100K. I can easily, really blow my YouTube up. But if you actually look at it and go through, you'll see the inconsistencies of the videos that I posted, simply because I got like a good problem. And I wouldn't teach people to do it the way I did it. I would definitely start off with Chris formula, mix in my formula at the beginning, because again, I have a good problem. These videos right here are so good, they're automatic lead magnet for me. So I literally still to this day get leads of videos that's 3 to 2 years old. These videos right here, right? So they're evergreen. And now I'm about to get into the sauce of the YouTube of why it works for me and why you should do it, especially when you come in with the strategy to be good. So you see these these lot of views here, like 400,000, 200,000, 100,000. These are all coming through the pandemic times. And a little before, you can see the years. Very, very strong. Now, if you look at my most recent, it's only like 3,000, 2,000, 2,000 right here. These are pretty recent, 3 months ago. But here's the thing. See, these videos do so well for me as lead magnets that people are going to continue to come in. Now I could just get on YouTube, and this video right here, I'm getting leads off this one. How to get access to 50 to 100K in business credit. Now, what this video is me just on a whiteboard, and I'm explaining what your credit needs to look like. Now, for me, the way I get people access to maximum funding is I have banking relationships. I have private client bankers inside Chase specifically, to where when I got clients, we skip all the business credit building. We skip all, you have to have an LLC. We skip all your bank account stuff. So we literally skip all that because we have a banker who's connected with our underwriter who, when they know I bring the people in, we actually have a DocuSign credit application. It's not an online application. When you apply for credit online, you can't determine your credit limit. They're just going to give you what they want to give you. When you apply with me, it's not like that. You're not going to apply online. We're going to have our banker reach out to you, get your email. He's going to send you an application. He's going to put the actual amount that we want requested, which could be 50,000, 60,000. We put that on there. We put the numbers we want on the application. He takes that. He sends it to an underwriter. Boom, we get approved for max limits. You can go to my Instagram, CJ_University, and you can literally see him. Let's see real quick. Let's see. Matter of fact, it's a short here. I don't know if y'all can see that well. That's $80,000 on one credit card, $75,000 on one credit card, 0% interest, 12 months. That's $50,000. It's another $50,000. His on there says $60,000, another $65,000. These are literally on one credit card. Bergman himself has got 2 of them, right, Berg? 2 50Ks. He has 100,000 in business credit with only 2 credit cards. It's not a lot of people who know how to do that. Trust me. There's not a lot of people who can get you $75,000 out of Chase. You go try to apply to Chase on your own, your ass coming back with $5K. You know what I'm saying? But we have something that's, we got it on lock on that end. Now, so the point that's back to YouTube is, so now I use YouTube as a lead magnet. So this video only has 3,000 views, but because it's a lead magnet for me, people are emailing me and saying, hey, I watched your YouTube video, bro. I want that sauce you dropped. They come in, I send them in. I get approved for high limit credit cards, as y'all seen, for $75,000. And I'm telling Chris, I have a $25,000 offer. They get approved for those high limits. They sign up for my high ticket offer. So explaining, like Kenny said, what I do for business, I just explained it to you guys. I started off with the credit education, started off with the YouTube. Now YouTube is so evergreen, it sends me leads. So when you're thinking about your business, you're like, man, I want to do Instagram, I want to do TikTok, I want to do Facebook. They ain't YouTube. YouTube is the second most popular search engine in the world, right? Right behind Google, okay? YouTube, pull up on your phone, we'll go to Google and type in how many users does YouTube have? Literally go type it in. Just check it out. And the number is going to be staggering. I don't know if y'all some of heard last time. Literally go look it up and look at the number. 2.3 heading to 4 billion users, meaning that's how many people have an account on there that's using it. Google can track, you know, you got to make an account. You got to have an email. So there's 2.4 billion people that uses YouTube. So it's very hard for you to really determine Instagram, TikTok. I mean, they have the numbers on those as well, but YouTube is different, right? Now, YouTube has over 1 billion watch time, you know, hours per day. Per day, we're talking billions. Now, the other thing is YouTube, which is different from Instagram and all that stuff. YouTube is a search engine, so people are specific. You see this right here? You see how it came up, Chris Joe University credit? Watch this. Let me do it again, see if it can. You see that I typed in CHR. Now, before I typed in university, it was credit on the end. That lets me know that's how many times people typed in my name, but they typed credit on the end of it. See what I'm saying? That shouldn't even be a thing on there that search, because I was just gonna type in Chris Joseph University, but that lets me know that's how many times people typed in specifically putting for credit. So they're searching for it. So they probably heard Chris Joseph University somewhere and they want to be specific, so they end up typing in credit. And this one right here, them names you're using, how to, or your titles, how to pay your credit card bills increase. So now those how to, you know, in the search engine game, that's very big at the beginning, how to, learn how to, you know what I'm saying, how to pay. Those are big keywords that are why these videos are busting like that. You know what I'm saying? Now, the difference between YouTube and these other platforms is it's evergreen. These videos are 3 years, 2 years old. But if I show you guys my YouTube analytics, the back office, these are still my most watched videos now, not my new ones. YouTube, because they blast these first because they're steady getting new comments. They steady getting fresh comments on them, right? So those other platforms won't do that for you. No one's gonna scroll down. None of y'all are gonna go to my Instagram and see what I posted 3 weeks ago. None of y'all are gonna go to my Instagram and see what I posted 3 months ago. None of y'all are gonna scroll down my Instagram and see what I posted 3 years ago. And most people don't even keep that stuff on their page, right? We want to just make that top part clean. But if you like some sauce on YouTube, if you need some information, you don't care if that video is 3 years old. When we watch people on YouTube, do we even care how old it is, really? If it's some sauce, we don't care. It could be 2 years old, 3 years old. It's some information. So we'll still watch that. So the whole point of what everybody's saying here today, why you need to shoot content, you need to take your content and put it on YouTube. It doesn't matter about the views. I don't care that this thing only got 3,000 views. That doesn't mean anything to me. I know that's 3,000 people that watched it for free. He knows ads. You got to pay good money to get people to watch your stuff. I ain't pay shit for them 3,000 views. So those 3,000 people that watch me, so what's 10% out of 3,000? Chris, what's that? Is that 300? So I get out of 10. I don't need 10%, 300 people. Great point. I'm glad you brought that up because people get so discouraged, bro. That's a great point, bro. You got to always remind me to say this. Because it's like, man, bro, your video only got 3,000 views. You ain't popping. You ain't busting. But shit, what if I was standing right here and there was 3,000 people here at once? Wouldn't that look like a lot? That would look like a lot. If it was only 300 views, boy, you over here talking about YouTube, you ain't busting, you only got 300 views. But if it was 300 people standing in front of me, wouldn't that look like a lot? If you was standing in a mall, man, my picture only got 300 likes. But if it was 300 people complimenting you all at once, wouldn't that look like a lot at the mall? You would look like a rock star. But online, man, that ain't a lot. Service to 300. It's a bag within the 300. Mm-hmm. For me, it's a bag in that 3,000 somewhere. Mm-hmm. I need 10%, that's 300 people. We go a little low, I get 30 who really interested.
You get 3 to buy your 25K.
That's 75 grand. That's how I see it.
That's how I see it.
So if they work your play on the back end with the sales funnel, high ticket, value, if they do what you're telling them to do, Chris, and then they do what I tell them to do, Chris, if they run a Chris special, you know what I'm saying? We can get this done. They do what you say, they do what I say. Within them low views, those low whatever, you're gonna close. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna get it done.